We're in Old Preston Hollow today, and I'm going to walk you through a project that's been real exciting. It's a large property, a lot of things to see. Come on. The entry and gallery hall were existing spaces. The house is completely Venetian plaster throughout, but we're going to remove and place about 1,000 square feet of flooring in here, Danby marble with mean green accent tiles, powder bath. The great room, gallery hall. We're in the process of doing some painting in the gallery hall now. This hall opens to the backyard. All these doors were old, custom made, and they had been well weathered, so we've had to make custom improvements, replace sashes, and some of the door panels themselves. Very intricate work. Lynn Floyd did the work for us. They did a great job. This is the library. A little dark in here. It's going to be finished all high gloss, custom designed plaster applied trim that our sub and I, we developed it, put together a plan for the owners. They loved it, and we incorporated existing crown mold and baseboards into that plan to save costs and tie the design together. The dining room, we're just touching up trim. This has a beautiful Gracie wallpaper, parquet floor. On all these old floors, we're going to be doing a wool and wax refurbishment, so they're going to be glorious and beautiful. The kitchen's the demarc point between remodel, refurbish, and new construction. We've redone the Venetian plaster, but from here we transitioned to new construction. And one of the key things in the build was finding 1.16" thick antique pine flooring to match. These are 13-inch wide planks. This is the family room, very high ceilings, about 22 feet high. And this room, to plate height, has been clad in about 1 inch thick limestone veneer. So it's created a very elegant contemporary twist on this home. We've got a 12-foot plate height, a beautiful custom carved limestone cap, and above that, the walls have been Venetian plastered to match that in the kitchen. As you look up at the ceiling, you're going to see a very intricate beam layout. These beams are all real wood, and they have been installed in such a way that there's no visible fasteners. And we also installed a chandelier lift. There's going to be about a 10-foot tall, custom designed, delicate chandelier going in here, so it's going to be very elegant. And this will certainly assist with any maintenance that's necessary for that. Although covered up, there's a beautiful limestone fireplace, and we do have a mantle enhancement that's going on it to raise it up a bit, and that'll allow us to finish that wall. Behind you, there's going to be a wine display, and we have a soffit, and beneath it will be a beautiful acrylic shelves for the wine. You can see it from the kitchen and the family room. A very important aesthetic in this room, and it's coming together real nice. Kind of the theme in this room was less is more. And we've tried to stick with that so that the room sings in a way that nothing really overpowers another feature. The bar is all white oak. The uppers will be finished with an Armach martin mesh. That'll be gorgeous. The finish is satin brass. The handrails will have a satin brass cap. This connects to the game room and media room. These Harmon hinge doors, if you're not familiar with the concept, the door is flush to a panel. These are very specialized, rather expensive hinges, and these are the concealed model. So the only thing you'll see is a little strip of satin brass, but they allow the door to pocket into the wall, and it looks like the wall. When it closes, behind the doors is finished in a similar panel fashion, so it looks super cool. All this was custom designed and custom made. All the wood is white oak. We're in the processes of staining it again. Initially, they went with a clear, but we've done a little bit more of a tint. So all of this should meld in a real cool fashion to create a very elegant look in this room. This property is nearly 3 acres. It's gorgeous. So we're going to go outside, and we're going to walk back around to the family room. A lot of work has been done that you'll never see related to drainage, because the pool was a catch basin, but we've cleared that out with a lot of French drains, and water will move where it's supposed to go in a storm rather than just make a mess of the property. They've added areas of turf, putting green, a number of areas where you can tee off with your wedge and have some fun, a little more al fresco garden, tennis courts, bocce ball. There's a bamboo garden and playground for the kids. And if we come this way, back to the main courtyard, and the area you see over there with the cedar was the loggia that was part of the new construction, as well as the outdoor kitchen. All of that is skinned in rough sawn cedar that will be staining. The entire loggia will be encased in roller shades. And we use some really cool ones that are rapid rise shades. So instead of screen doors, everything looks the same, but those will move more quickly so you can get in and out of that space. They've remodeled the pool. There's a pool house. We're doing work in there, some new cabinetry, some appliances. There's a little kitchen. There's going to be a cool golf simulator in there that'll be a lot of fun for the family. A key thing we did on the exterior, when we went in the demo, we tried to reclaim as much original brick as possible. The brick had a little bit of a slurry finish to it that was unique. Could not find brick with that, and we wanted to reuse as much as possible. And the same with the slate roof. And we found a very artisanal person to tie in what new brick wasn't matching to make it look really good with the existing, so it worked in a very seamless fashion. This property has 11 fireplaces. We've added 2 more, and all of our new construction incorporates chimney fans just to make sure we have proper draw. And chimney pots don't really work well, but we're able to find a company that makes copper versions of it that are compatible with chimney fans, and we use those on the new side, and it really tied in with the architecture well here, and it provides a nice look. They're really starting to patina nicely. The finish out here on the loggia, it's a limestone frame surrounding Versailles set travertine, and inspiration was just pulled from the pool house, very similar. It looks nice. It really created a nice at-grade finish as you leave the house and come out to this space. And again, this space just overlooks the lovely yard. And I know they're going to have a lot of fun in this pool. And this fire display will be pretty dramatic at night. There'll be gas lamps framing either side. We have a number of gas lamps. They'll be replacing electric ones. Copper, of course. Copper was our metal of choice for flashing and any exterior metal. There's a copper standing seam roof on the front. The goal was to really respect the legacy nature of this house and use materials commensurate with that expectation and lifespan.